Against all odds, God restored Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria back to the nation of Israel during the War of 1967. Lost to Israel for thousands of years, this region contains the lifeblood and heartbeat of the Jewish people. Yet the struggle has not been easy. Propaganda, terrorism, and international pressure have been the constant companion of the courageous men and women who have dared to call this place home. I'm Rabbi Tuli Weiss, and these are the stories of Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, Israel's biblical heartland, God's land.
Jeremy, it's great to be here at Aru Goat Farm. Very significant location, great real estate. Tell us a little bit about the biblical significance of where we are right now.
Well, the most prophesied event in the Bible is the ingathering of the exiles. It's mentioned over 40 times in the Bible, mentioned by every single prophet. And when the Jews started coming back to the land, first we started in Tel Aviv. That was the first city that we built, literally on the water. And then with time, we were going deeper and deeper into the promised land, promised to us. And so the Aru Goat Farm is at the edge of Jewish settlement in the land of Israel. So if you see this movement coming from around the world, entering into the promise, you've arrived at the tip of the spear, the cutting edge of our move into the land of Israel. So the Aru Goat Farm is built on the Aru Goat Valley, which is the top of the Ein Gedi Spring. In the Bible, these mountains are called the mountains of Ziph. And it's mentioned when David kills Goliath, the first king of Israel becomes insanely jealous and chases David. And it says that David escapes to the mountains, the wilderness, and the caves of Ziph.
Wait a minute. So King David was actually here?
King David was literally in the caves that are right around this mountaintop. On top of that, the reason why King David ran to the mountains of Ziph was because this is where he would take his sheep out to pasture from the outskirts of Bethlehem. And so when he was alone in the mountains as a young boy, most of the book of Psalms was written in the mountains of Ziph before David became king. The fundamental covenant that God made with Abraham was the land of Israel. That was his promise. That's why this is called the promised land. And so there are forces that don't want to see that promise come to fulfillment. And so our mission is to live by faith and to pursue that promise until every inch of the land of Israel is settled, because we believe that's actually the key to unlocking peace for the entire world.
On the hills behind me, King David wrote a majority of the Psalms. Amos prophesied, and Abraham walked in these hills. The world refers to it as the West Bank and is trying to pressure Israel to give it away. Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria is not the occupied territories. It is God's land, the biblical heartland. For more information, visit www.keepgodsland.com.